live from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios. It's In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Yo, you got me?
Sound beautiful.
Sound beautiful. What's up? It is In the Building, live from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios. Michael Taylor is out for a personal day. I'll let him explain to you all, if he so chooses, tomorrow when he returns. With all that said, how are you doing today, Buki?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain.
What's up with this mustache?
My newest baby boy just made his debut in Major League Baseball. He's a mustache guy. Peyton Tolley.
Who is that?
New Red Sox pitcher that has captured the imagination in my heart fully. He is a mustache guy. TCU Horned Frog as well. Shout out to Mike. And I am mustached up now because of my guy Peyton Tolley.
You have a weird obsession with glorifying men.
And I'm okay with it. I'll glorify him. He's younger than me too, so it makes it even better. But I love him to death, and I hope nothing wrong ever happens to him.
All right. Well, you can tip us. Buki will put the tip in the chat. You can buy us a coffee. Buki will throw that in the chat as well. But let's get right to it. And since we're going to talk Texas, let's make this segment brought to you by the good folks at our studio sponsor, Texas Cheer Liquor. We're a little over a week away from the Iceman. Yes, that Iceman. Yes, the man that deserves a statue along with Tim, Tony, Manu, Dave, and Pop. The first of the first, Mr. George Iceman Gervin will be at Texas Cheer Liquor number 8, September 13th from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Signing bottles, kissing babies, high-fiving. Probably have to listen to a couple of dudes' stories. That, hey, I
watched you back in the day.
First of all, they're not going to sound that old, Buki. Watch your mouth, sir. Now,
I watched your first games back in the ABA.
You do know. Hopefully, you're blessed enough to get to that age. You know, the way you eat and the way you live, you might not get to the age where your voice changes to old man voice. So leave my boomers alone that love them Iceman. Finger roll, Gervin gave me my first job. Now, I am going to tell him that story because he's probably more proud than that than any point he ever scored, George Gervin Youth Center. So, George Gervin, the man himself, September 13th, 3 to 7. We've given y'all a month in advance to get out there. Bottle is it's a very affordable vodka and is really tasty. We'll be doing a weekly pourcast probably on the Iceman's, the Ice 44 here very soon, probably next week. Chris Silva, 2166, 99 cents. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'll take the 99 cents. 99 cents times, $1,000. So I'll take it. That's Texas Cheer Liquor, the official studio sponsor of In the Building. Oh, Arch.
Yikes.
First of all, Let's start off with this. Like, for the people that listen on a regular basis, I'm not talking to the passerbyers. If you listen once in a while, you probably missed this. But if you listen daily for the last year, Mike's had a hard on for Texas and Arch and Sark and what they were going to be able to accomplish this year. My biggest concern, I was never concerned with Arch. I'm still not concerned with Arch. There's a few things, and we'll get into that. I'm still not concerned with Arch, but there are a few things that I don't even know if he can fix this year. But the one thing that I kept saying that was my concern was, look, we all know Arch is going to be okay. We know Sark can coach. But how do these guys respond that are getting their first starts? How do they fill in all of these holes from the guys that either graduated, left to the portal, or went to the NFL? And the most glaring thing to me was, other than Arch, and we'll get to him, is the receivers. Now, I gave Matt Patricia a lot of credit for Saturday morning on what he was. It seemed like he had Sark confused. I have some buddies that feel like it's weird. I got buddies that love Sark, like Mike, and then I got buddies that feel like Sark cannot call plays in big games. Not
That'd
the
be
bull. Not okay. You're on that side. Not in the games. Yeah, not in the games where they be beating up on the teams that they're supposed to beat up on. But when he's playing these top 10, top 25 teams, I got buddies that feel like Sark ain't it. Now, so I don't know if Sark fully got his ass handed to him against Matt Patricia, who Matt Patricia, we found out, is not a very good head coach in the NFL, but Matt Patricia is a very good defensive coordinator, son of a gun. So I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was Arch's timing. I don't know if they were confusing Arch post-snap. But all I know is there was, and I don't want to exaggerate because, I know this is big business. I don't want to exaggerate, Jose, but I want to say 7 to 10 times during dropbacks where Arch had all day to throw and nobody's open. Ohio State, now this also could be maybe Ohio State has the greatest defensive backs ever put together. I don't know. There's a lot of questions that need to be answered, but normally when you have that much time, somebody gets open. And to me, from when the time, because most of the time they have the camera on the quarterback, but the few times that they did show us the coverage, it was like this. This is the Texas receiver. This is the Ohio State DB, and they were like this, glue. And to me, that was glaring. And again, that comes back to my question: how do you fill those holes of those guys, those receivers that left to the pros? And it was bad. That was an awful performance by the offense. Defense, you did all you could do. You did all you could do. You're on the road. You're playing the defending champs. And I thought the defense did their part. I just felt like they didn't get enough help from Sark, Arch, receivers. Offensive line, I give the offensive line a good grade. Running game looked a little shaky as well, too. But I think that was because the passing game they didn't free up anything. And even on the touchdown pass that Arch threw, Buki, that was great coverage. It was just a great throw and a great catch. But penalties, untimely penalties, it's the first, they don't have a preseason. And there's only so much you can do in practice to simulate a game because you don't want to kill each other. So I'm not going to kill them for the penalties because, again, it's your first live action, nerves, you're in the shoe, it's 100,000 kids screaming. That's a tough environment to make your first game with no preseason. So I'm not about to bury Texas. I'm not about to bury Arch. I'm just speaking. We will go week to week. Me personally, I don't know. Mike, he'll have his take tomorrow. I'm sure we may have, so sorry to the people that listen today and listen tomorrow because I'm sure we're going to have to revisit this. We watched that game out at Slackers. So I'm sure we'll revisit this tomorrow and Mike will give his take. I'm not burying the Texas Longhorns for losing on the road to a very, very good Ohio State team. But what I will say is Quinn Ewers, the guy that half of y'all hated, he put up more points against Ohio State than Arch did. It wasn't by much, but he put up more points on them than he put up more points on them than Arch and Sark did. Now, my biggest critique of Arch Manning is throws under 10 yards.
Yikes.
I'm not going to say he's awful. Saturday, he was bad. No touch. It's like now the passes, when he gets to let it rip, those look good. Sometimes it's good coverage. But the 10 and under, it's like, watching Remember the Titans, and he was like, yo, Sunshine, you can throw it a country mile, can't pitch it 3 yards. And he's like, preacher, teach him how to pitch it. What was that? Guys running wide open underneath, too low, too high, behind them, in front of them. Maybe that's why he was on the bench last year. I don't know, but 10 yards and under, no bueno.
Yeah, he was firing just bullets in there, and I'm
like, what are you
5 yards
doing?
Away, yeah, no touch.
No touch. But this isn't, again, I felt we said this before the game too. This is a good loss. They didn't get trampled. They hung in there. They had a chance there at the end, and they came up short. But when we're, I don't know, another 11 weeks from now, if they only have one more loss, the way they looked against Ohio State, I don't know if I have them going into Georgia. I would think Georgia's defense is probably better than Ohio State's if Arch doesn't figure it out by then. But let's say they have one more. Let's say they're 2 losses, and I'm just being nice. Let's say they lose to Ohio State and you lose to Georgia. You're in the playoff. They're getting in the playoff with that resume. So again, this is how we have to look at college football now, that it's just not 4 teams, now that it's 12. You can play with 2 losses, especially if those 2 losses are to the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. So
what about a third loss?
It's just a third loss is going to be a toss-up, because now I got to bring in everybody else. But when I just look at the schedule, you got to play Georgia, you got to play Florida, you got to play Ohio State, you got to play A&M.
Yeah, I'll plant my flag, Rudy. I'll plant my flag. I don't think this Texas team makes the playoffs this year.
Off of 1 week against the defending champions?
I'll plant my flag. Their schedule is absurd.
So what did you think of Saturday, and what do you think about the schedule? Go ahead.
I think Sark stinks. He's just not a good coach. He's a great recruiter, fantastic recruiter. He's just not a good coach. And
Jose, he's been to 2 Final Fours in a row. What do you mean?
Congratulations to him. He's got fucking Rolls Royces out there. Now he's got Arch Manning, a young quarterback, and I've heard people call him a quarterback whisperer. Why is he a quarterback whisperer? What has he ever done to make a quarterback better?
He got Matt Jones drafted in the first round. He made us think Quinn Ewers could play. Quinn Ewers went to 2 Final Fours. And Quinn Ewers, when we found out Quinn Ewers isn't all that great, but he coached them up enough to get them to 2 Final Fours, along with some. Now, he had some stallions in the stable.
Yeah.
But Bama has stallions in the stable too, and we'll get to them. And they don't look better than Texas.
I mean, look at me again. He had Jalen Hurts at Alabama, and Jalen Hurts wasn't a quarterback back then. He just ran the football, didn't coach him up to be an actual quarterback till he went to Oklahoma. He had Tua. Tua's fine, and then Mac Jones just meh. I think he got drafted off of Bill Belichick's friendship with Nick Saban more than he fucking got drafted for being a good quarterback. And again, their schedule, they have 3 cupcakes: Sam Houston, UTEP, and fucking San Jose State. Though those are 3 wins. Great. No one cares about those wins. Florida, October 4th. Oklahoma, October 11th. Good luck in that back-to-back. And we've talked about Georgia at Georgia. Good fucking luck. And then you've got, again, a good A&M team and Black Friday. They're going to lose 3 games.
A&M, we're going to get to A&M. A&M didn't look great.
No, they looked okay. They looked good. But Texas right now at A&M, I'd love to see that game.
Now, I could say, yeah, okay, we could throw out, we can go, okay, let's do schedule talk, right? You're saying, okay, they got Florida and Oklahoma back to back.
Sure.
What they're just names. Those are just names. I don't know if Florida and Oklahoma are any good.
I think Florida is good, and they're playing at Florida. Again, you've heard me talk about my boy DJ Lagway. Just long as my boy DJ Lagway can stay healthy, he's a better quarterback than Arch Manning this year. So I can't wait.
See, this is the, and you know what? I'm not gonna apologize to him, because I do still feel like, and he even apologized to his grandson. I still think he oversteps his boundaries. Not oversteps his boundaries. That's his grandfather. But I do feel like sometimes you just kind of allowed to let a man become a man and speak for himself. And I punched Archie Manning a few weeks ago. Say, hey, he's still going to be a Texan. Well, hey, first of all, he might be right. But the second reason why I'm like not apologizing, but like, yo, this is what Archie was talking about. The way this country turned on Arch Saturday after that game with all the memes, Saturday through all the way through Sunday, the Arch Manning memes and destroying of this kid after 60.
Hilarious.
I'm not saying some of them wasn't hilarious, but this is why Archie Manning was like, hey, y'all, he hasn't done anything. Don't do this. So why y'all talking about Heisman? Because he knows he's seen it with his sons. He's seen it with himself. Like, as quick as we build you up, it don't take but 60 minutes of football for us to flip and be like, oh, he sucks. These guys, this guy's that. I've never seen people switch so quick in my life on one person after one football game. And that's and that's what Granddaddy was afraid of, that he was trying to protect him from this. Like, yo, y'all slow down. He ain't done nothing. Why y'all talking about Heisman? Why y'all talking about national championship? Why y'all talking about the pros? He hadn't done anything, because he knew once he had a game like he had this past Saturday, that we were all going to come for him and destroy him. And me personally, Rudy J, speaking in third person like a douchebag, I'm going to pump the brakes. That was a tough environment for that guy to be in against the national champions. It wasn't Mississippi State. It wasn't Florida. It wasn't bad. It wasn't LSU. It was the defending national champions. Come on, man. Yes, he was tight. He was tight. He was nervous. The moment looked too big for him. His passes under 10 yards are awful. And I don't know if that's something you can fix this year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not ready to say the guy stinks and there's 5 quarterbacks better than him after one game. I'm not ready to do that.
I am, and I'm willing to say they're not going to make the playoffs.
You think he stinks?
I think after one this game, year he's going to stink. I think his freshman, and he's not going to go out. He'll come back, and he'll be better next year. But you're not. He's going to gain all this confidence, and he's going to play these little shitty teams, San Jose, UTEP, Sam Houston. He'll gain his confidence. He'll figure his shit out. He'll be better, but he's going to go to Florida, and they're going to get their ass kicked because guess what? The name Manning on the back of the jersey brings a lot of attention, and everyone wants to see that kid, and everyone wants to see that kid fail on all the other teams. So all of those games on the road are going to be the most hyped environments. Florida on the road, Georgia on the road, and then an A&M game, which will be very interesting. At least it's at home for them. But these road games this year, I think, are going to be terrible. And again, I don't believe in Sark. I think he's a great recruiter. He's a good snake oil salesman, but when it comes to the X's and O's, I'm out. I'll tell you what, he's not the only quarterback I'm out on. Cade Klubnik, get out. I'm done with Cade Klubnik.
No, you can't do that. You hyped him up for 6 months. You can't do that after one Buki. You hyped him up to me for 6 months.
I'm out. I tossed him out like that. Everyone said he was going to be great.
He finally developed. You said it.
Finally developed. It took 4 years. He finally developed. He's the same quarterback he was when he came to Clemson. Dabo Swinney is not a good X's and O's guy anymore. He had Trevor Lawrence, who's a good quarterback, and then the very bad man back in the day to make him relevant. I'm out on Cade Klubnik. You know who else I'm out on, Rudy J? Nico Iamaleava, UCLA. You wanted a $4 million raise or whatever? I'm out. You get shit pumped by Utah and a Utah team that's good, but you score like 10 points and you're asking for like $2 million? I'm out. I'm out. All 3 of those guys, I'm out. I'm done with them all.
See, this is so Gen Z of you, man. You got to let stuff play out, Buki. Do you know how bad the Eagles looked to start last year? They were going to fire Nick Sirianni. They almost thought about firing. Sometimes you got to let stuff. See, y'all, this air fryer society that we're in, if you don't do it every week because the power of social media and because we all have a right to our opinions, y'all are too quick on the draw, man. You got to look, man. Football is hard. All right. Football is hard. And again, this is another reason I pumped the brakes, not to be repetitive. They don't get a preseason.
Nope.
Now, your preseason game, if your preseason game is against Ohio State or Utah, yeah, you play a solid team. It's a risk, but there's also a reward if you play well. I mean, today everybody's probably thinking, "Oh, Florida State's back." I don't know about that. I don't know.
I don't know about that either. Yeah,
I don't know about that, but Look, I feel like by the end of September, middle of October, you may be revisiting some of your takes on Arch. Nico, I don't know. I didn't even see enough from him in Tennessee. I didn't even see enough from him in Tennessee. You might be right on that. But
yeah, that's crazy.
Cade, I'm not. You can't write him off after championing him for 6 months, 1 week. You can't do that.
That's
man.
how easy I'll cut you out, Rudy. I'll cut you out of my life so quickly.
That's how you Gen Zers are, man. That's how you Gen Zers. What shirt you wearing? Let's take a minute to give some love to our official embroiderer in the building, Mr. Sammy's Embroidery. Give it to him, Buki.
Embroidery in South Texas, providing logos on hats, gear, and all kinds of clothes all over the great state of Texas, Rudy.
That's right. No order too big, too small, using all of the state-of-the-art equipment.
And it's all done in-house, too. No outsourced jobs. This is all made by folks in a Texas shop in Texas. Name brand gear, Nike, Port Authority, Reebok, Under Armour, all the big names, all the big brands for you. Sam's Embroidery in South Texas. 210-824-3900. Sam's Embroidery.
That's right.
Woo!
Shout out. That's commercial shot by his truly, Mr. Jose Bouquet. Great job. But reach out to Sam. And we do have a team that did become the team of the week. Mike was in Hawaii. Yes. We got to definitely discuss that. So thank you to y'all. When Mike gets back, we will definitely give y'all's love and do exactly what we said we're going to do. Call Sam's Embroidery to get your hats, your shirts, pants, whatever it is. If you got it, Sammy can handle it. 210-824-3900. Did the Green Bay Packers get some damaged goods?
It's cope now. It's all cope now.
I see. You know what's funny to me? Everybody said Micah was faking this back injury because he didn't. Everybody said the back was real. He wasn't really hurt. He just wasn't. He didn't want to go to training camp because he hadn't got his contract yet. Only to find out they're gonna give this dude the same thing they give to women when they have babies. They're gonna get this dude an epidural. My wife has had 2 of those. Those things. That thing in the winter, her epidural from the second baby still acts up. So can you imagine what Lambeau Field is going to do if San Antonio, Texas makes my wife epidural? The needle, have you ever seen a needle for epidural? It's about as long as my form.
It's gigantic.
Yeah. So first of all, how do you pass the physical? Second of all, y'all owe Micah an apology. Micah Parsons was really hurt. I don't know what they said. They got an L5, L4. I don't know. But this is what I do know. Bad backs don't get better without a lot of rest. Now, the problem is that Micah is facing and the Green Bay Packers are facing PR-wise is, you mean to tell me you gave this dude $130 million up front and he ain't ready to play this Sunday? Yeah, we might want to be rethinking that. Bad backs don't get better. They don't. Once you got a bad back, you just got a bad back. Ask anybody. Oh, by the way, you play tackle football. That can't be good for it. And by the way, you need an epidural to play. In actuality, if you got to give him an epidural, my thing is like, you've made this investment for 4 years. Half of your fan base in Green Bay probably thinks you're stupid as hell for giving up 2 1s for this guy that doesn't show up in December. Or which, oh, by the way, it'll be -17 in Green Bay. I don't know what he looks like in that weather consistently. But half the fan base is already upset with you. Just take your lumps and let the man get better. I think it's an awful decision trying to rush him out there just because so you could justify the trade and justify the money. You've invested in him for 4 years. What's a couple of games to try to let this back heal on its own? And he can't have back surgery. Ask Tiger. Ask Steve Kerr. Ask anybody that's had their back cut open. Ask Arasti. They're not our sponsor. They should be, but that's neither here nor there. Doc Garrett. Ask Doc Garrett if you should ever let anybody cut your back open. And I'm not saying that that's what they're going to do. But what I'm saying is he needs rest, clearly. Again, I thought he was faking too. I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm holier than thou, and I knew that he was legitimately hurt. But now that you find that out and you've invested $130 million in him and you've done this investment over 4 years, why not give him 3 to 4 games to get his legs underneath him and make sure he's all the way healthy? Last thing you want to do is run him out there for week 1 to justify the $130 million, and now he's hurt for the rest of the season. It's just not smart. An epidural? And now the last time I checked, when you're that means you're pretty much, if this is the same epidural, you're numb from back down. He might piss himself in the game because you can't feel it.
Well, let's be honest. They piss themselves anyway. They're not going to go to the bathroom. You just pee yourself.
They don't piss themselves in the NFL, Jose.
I don't know.
They don't piss themselves.
I don't know.
Disgusting.
A little rain, just pee yourself. Who cares?
Well, yeah. Now, if it's raining, yeah, piss yourself. Who cares? But no, I think Green Bay, this is stupid. You know, some people think the trade is stupid. We're not those people.
Shout out to Paul Morales here saying that Jerry fleeced the Packers. Thanks for being a member for 19 months.
Thank you. What up, Paul? Paul is one of those guys that wants us to get back on Spotify, so I'm glad that he's listening elsewhere. Thank you for being a member for 19 months. Fleeced? I won't say fleeced, but again, you know, Mike and I both agreed that we loved the trade for the Dallas Cowboys. We talked about this Friday show. It was only about a 40-minute show, but I love it because, again, you know, the definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing over and over is expecting a different result. It sucks for Micah, and it sucks for Micah fans. Well, it don't suck for Mike. He got his money. But for Micah fans and Micah, pro-Micah media, Trayvon Diggs and Dak Prescott cost him his bread. It cost him because they missed on Trayvon. They shouldn't have gave Dak all that money. And now Jerry's like, damn, I got fleeced by those two guys. I can't keep doing this. And I think it was the right decision. And you get 2 1s. Now, you still got to make the right draft picks because, again, we've seen teams with top 10 picks for 10 years in a row, the Jets, and they still suck. So it doesn't matter how many first-round picks you have if you don't pick the right guys. Mozzie Smith, Taco Charlton. The list can go on and on and on. I mean, you gave Lil Deuce, even though it was a 6th-round pick, you gave him. He's no longer here. So,
is he really not here? Oh my God!
I thought they released him. I could be wrong. Let me know if I was wrong. I thought they cut him. Yeah, they let.
Damn, that was fast.
Yeah, I think he's gone. Y'all could y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Deuce is out of here. So yeah.
Well, yeah.
Right now, I would give the win to Jerry. For now, we'll have to see what happens in a couple years when these 4 first-round picks they have over the next 2 years. See what they turn into. We got to, you know, that's the only thing that sucks about these trades is if they don't trade for somebody that can play right now, you got to give it 2-3 years. It just is what it is. So Micah Parsons needs the shot that they give women to have babies. That's the product that Green Bay inherited. A dude that needs a needle the size of my forearm. Paul Morales, $10. Only get to watch live because I'm on vacation in Chicago. I'll still put the damn show on Spotify on time, Buki. Yeah, I saw Paul. He's up in Chicago with his son and his brother. They forcing Paul's forcing his son to be a Cubs fan. It's borderline child abuse.
That's beautiful. Shout out to you, Paul. I can't wait to do the same.
Yeah, he's forced. He's forced. That's child abuse. Why would you force your kid or your nephew, whoever it is, to be a Cubs fan? Who does that?
Yeah, it's all downhill from 2016, right, Paul? Shout out to you.
Anyway, yeah. So Micah Parsons go have a baby.
Yeah. Shout out to Micah. I can't wait. I've been telling all my friends I think it's a shitty trade for the Packers, and everyone's like, "What are you talking about, Michael Parsons?" I was like, "Just wait until December, guys. Just wait until December." So it's very interesting. I agree.
Let's keep rolling with football. I'm gonna punch somebody, but let's keep rolling with football. And
I've got some punches too.
You got some punches? Okay, we'll get to punches a little bit later. It's not easy replacing a legend. And Alabama fans are spoiled rotten. If you think Spurs fans are spoiled,
yeah,
You think Spurs fans are or Spurs fans are spoiled? I give you Alabama Crimson Tide fan who probably, I know there's at least 100 idiots that have probably threatened DeBoer's life on Twitter or X.
1,000%. Yeah.
What was that? And why is it DeBoer's fault?
I mean, it's shocking. They got their asses kicked, and the worst part about it, like the announcer said, their lines got their ass kicked. Like offensive, defensive line just got pushed around by Florida State,
which never happens. If nothing else, and God, I feel so bad for DeBoer because I'm about to say it too. Nick always had the dogs in the trenches, and when I say dogs in the trenches, I'm talking about 3 deep. I'm talking about they would go 3 deep at every position, especially on the defensive line. Offensive line maybe hit or miss. But with the portal, I don't think that's possible for anybody because the guy that's sitting at third, he ain't gonna wait his turn anymore. He'll just go play for Tulane for $250,000. But no bueno for the Tide. And they didn't waste any time. They want DeBoer gone, and they're not gonna fire him in season, are they?
Well, I've already seen his buyouts like $70 million.
What
if he gets fired this year?
Oh yeah, he ain't getting fired.
So I'm like, oh God! But they just need to put on Keelan Russell. Just put Keelan Russell in, Ty Simpson or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. I'm out. I'm out on him too. I heard a good college football analyst say this. I'll just echo his thoughts. Ty Simpson was there for like 3 different coaching staffs or whatever. They just keep rotating coaching staffs, and all of these coaching staffs are like, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. He's not the guy. And now that he's kind of the guy by default, we're supposed to think that he's a good quarterback. No thanks. Give me the freshman.
Mike is high on Simpson.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mike Taylor, who's out. If you just joined in the show, Mike Taylor's out on a personal day. If he wants to share why he was out today with y'all tomorrow, I will allow him. He can do that. I ain't gonna allow him to do nothing. He's a grown ass man. But Mike is high on this kid. A lot of people are high on this kid. It was a rough week for quarterbacks.
Yeah. They exposed themselves.
If you played a formidable opponent, it was tough for quarterbacks this week. So that if you're still a believer in Arch like I am, what you can rest your hat on is a lot of quarterbacks struggle. A lot of the big name quarterbacks struggle, not just Arch. Ty Simpson did as well. So there you have that.
At least he sucks though. God, it's terrible.
But DeBoer and Ty Simpson, depending on how this goes, because you're in Alabama, they may need a new home. And they may need to come on home to Texas. And I know just the man that can help them out. The official realtor of In the Building, my main man, Jay Ricky Baldo.
With Ribaldo Realty, the foundation is paramount. God, family, then business.
Hi, I'm Tom Ransco. I'm the commercial arm of the Ribaldo Group, and we're here to make the best deal we can for you, whether it's a lease or whether it's a sale. We're here to help you out in the most efficient and easy manner we can.
I'm Rick Monzo, and I believe that real estate is about creating value for families and building relationships. From first homes to forever homes, the investments that shape the future, we're here for life's biggest moves. Through the chapters and the seasons, we help families build legacies.
I'm Cisco Ramirez, and real estate isn't just my career, it's my passion to help people build their future. And I'm here to make sure your next move is your best move.
Rooted in military service, grounded in faith, driven by family, and defined by commitment. I'm Camille Sanchez, and I bring heart and purpose to every move.
Across San Antonio, Bexar County, and beyond. When you're buying, selling, and investing in real estate, residential and commercial, you don't just get an agent. You get a team devoted to your success. This is who we are. This is our calling. This is Ribaldo Realty Group.
Beautiful work there by Jay.
Yeah, great work.
And
So give Jay a call. Start your family's legacy today. That is Jay Ribaldo. Give him a call, 210-887-1081. Yo, man, I'm proud of the runners, Jose. I thought, again, you know, you're playing against one of the highest payrolls in all of college football. You're playing against a bunch of 4- and 5-star kids from across the country. Even though, you know, A&M can never put it together for a season, you're on the road. Everybody expects you to go in there and lay down, just take your $1.5 million and get out the way. But Robert Henry Jr. had other things to say. I don't know how Traylor has kept him. Now, from what I remember, when he first jumped on the scene, there were a lot of teams coming for him. A lot of teams that were coming for him in the portal, offering him money. But for whatever reason, you know, Robert Henry Jr. is one of the rare. He's one of the rare. I mean, hell, the running back for Ohio State was all world at West Virginia. Ohio State comes in and swoops him up, gave him a ton of money, and he's gone. So I don't know what Jeff Traylor, how he got to keep Henry Jr. this entire time, but he kept a gem as he was 177 yards, 2 tutties. I didn't expect UTSA to win the game, but I did expect them to do exactly what they did, which is compete. I know, you know, 42-24, you consider that a beat down, but it could have been much worse. They played hard. They did what they could do. And I'm proud of the runners, man. I thought that was a good first showing for them. What did you think about your runners?
That was a very extremely impressive game. Mainly on the point that the offensive line was shoving around an SEC defensive line there for 3 quarters, just pushing them around and letting Robert Henry run 3. By the way, shout out to Kavorian Barnes, who just open and slapped UNC last night, another UTSA back. But I was pleasantly surprised about that. That was my biggest takeaway. Like, wow,
Kavorian's a Horned Frog now?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he ran for 75-yard touchdown run, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And they were like, former UTSA running back. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know this.
That's right. Damn.
So that was hilarious. But yeah, the defensive stops that they had early, I was impressed with because it's a whole new defense. But the offensive line doing the damn thing was really impressive. And Guillermo saying, as an Aggies fan, that was impressive. Our offensive and defensive line needs work. Yeah, I mean that was huge. So that as a UTSA guy, that's my biggest takeaway.
Now,
just shocked.
You're a UTSA Roadrunner. My wife's a Roadrunner, class of 06. Let's keep and I know you pride yourself on keeping it real. Your thoughts on Owen McCown?
I thought he was fine. He started off the game much better. I was like, yeah, someone tweeted me on Twitter. I was like, yeah, Owen McCown, left-handed. He's the next guy. I was like, he has all the tools and the runway to be the second best quarterback in UTSA history. He has,
sir, behind who?
Frank
Harris.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, and again, it's such a low bar, Rudy. That bar to get to number 2.
You think he could pass Sosa?
Yes, I do. I mean,
really,
motherfucker.
Because Sosa was okay. Sosa was decent, man.
Yeah, and Sosa's 3 probably because McCown actually has a bowl game victory, so that jumps him up pretty high. But losing to Texas State is a knock, obviously. But he has all the tools, abilities. He has the players around him. He has the genes. I believe in the guy. I'm not going to take the outmatching of A&M at A&M too hard, but
so you're gonna pump you. So you'll be patient with this one because it's just a clear mismatch.
Yeah, there's a fucking $10 million roster compared to what, 2 million? What do you want?
I don't even think it's 2 million.
It's absurd. This next week will decide my feelings on Owen McCown for the rest of the year. I'll tell you that right now.
What do you mean by that?
If Owen McCown loses to Texas State twice in his career, he's out. He cannot be a top 3 UTSA quarterback. He can't be any of those things if you lose to Texas State twice in your year. Being the only quarterback in UTSA history to lose to Texas State it would be the permanent black mark. And I'm worried. I'm going to tell you now.
Well, look, this is what I'm going to say, Jose. Now, they played Eastern Michigan, but this is Texas State UTSA week, but they put up 52.
Yeah. Yeah.
They put up 52.
What do you think the line is, Rudy? I'll let you guess the line.
The line. They got their own good running back. Lincoln Pear ran for 167. They had 392 rushing yards against Eastern Michigan. They almost ran for 400 on Eastern Michigan. The line, I'm going to say it's Texas State by 5.
Well, it's UTSA by 4.
They have UTSA favorite?
Of course. At home? Yeah.
But they coming off Texas State destroyed. Now, Texas State lost a shit ton of players, but Texas State destroyed them last year. That line is weird. See, this is why I don't understand gambling, and this is why I don't gamble. That doesn't make sense to me. So UTSA is a 4-point favorite.
4.5-point favorite. Yeah, and it's worrisome because it was 5 yesterday. Now it's 4.5 today, and I'm going to keep watching this line because everyone knows I'm willing to put a lot of money on UTSA, and we're going.
Don't bet on this game. Don't bet on this game,
Rudy. I'm 1,000% betting on this game. I'll tell you that. There's
so
not. I've been waiting to bet on this game for a year.
If you had to bet today, you take UTSA money line.
If I had to bet today and I was using my brains and not my my stomach and heart, it'd be Texas State, if we're being honest. Because that is worrisome. But I just truly think that on the road, in the Dome, UTSA is much different. I'm not going to lay the points. I think it's going to be a close game. I'm concerned, to say the least, though, Rudy.
Is this okay? It's technically by the letter of the law home game. But I think Texas State's going to show up.
It's going to be 80-20.
No
at
way.
Best. 80% UTSA, 20% Texas State for those out there.
I got 55-45. Texas State.
No!
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Texas State got a bandwagon following right now, and they're coming off destroying UTSA last year. I think if there's 28,000 people there, there'll be 18,000, and then my percentages may be off now. There'll be 18,000 UTSA and 10,000 Bobcats. You don't think we could get 10,000 Bobcats in the Dome? Nowhere.
No. 5,000. 5,000, and that would be a lot for them.
You know how many? You know what? And that's disheartening to me. Do you know how many people that I run into in San Antonio that I went to Texas State? I went to Texas State. Texas State.
Yeah, no, these fuckers are gonna go to the game though.
Yeah, for every UTSA person I meet a Texas State person. So why would they not be at this game?
They don't give a fuck.
Does UTSA fan care? Because the Dome, I think
they do after losing last year. That's the big key difference maker. I think Jeff Traylor is going to fire up the tape from last year. They fucking embarrassed y'all. We've never lost to this team, and they fucking embarrassed you. And it'll be easy selling point. By the way, shout out to Mason here. Eric Sosa, UTSA GOAT.
No, he's not.
Coach.
Oh, okay. I was about to. Well, okay. All right. Well,
I'm in the same boat. Eric Sosa hit baseballs for my high school baseball team.
Are you serious?
During practice, yeah, he was hitting fielding practice because he's a
Where
big.
Where the hell is he a high school coach at? I don't even know.
I don't know. He was just like a student teacher coach back in the day. Okay. So he didn't even get it. He was still the quarterback at UTSA when he was hitting fungo for us at Marshall High School. So it was very funny. But I truly believe this will be a UTSA win, but that line is concerning, to say the least.
Oh, so you're saying you would bet on Texas State to cover, but not to win?
Yes, yeah. It's 4. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it'll be a really close game, and I think this will be I think I'll call my shot now, Rudy. This will be the best, most competitive version of this rivalry we have seen today.
You know what? I think so too. It's like, because when I was, let's say, when they were still, was it Southwest Texas? Is that what they were before? It was a thing, but it was more on it was basketball. Like that was their rival. And I think that thing, whatever it was, the rival thing, it kind of fizzled because UTSA, we started football and UTSA owned them. But with GJ there and, the offense and what happened last year, I feel like this might be a really, really good turnout this Saturday. at the Dome. And I think for whatever reason, I feel like Texas State, there's a little bandwagon going on, a little chest pumping. They feeling themselves. So I can see Texas State showing up. Now, are you going to the game or are you just going to go to the tailgate, and what time you getting to the tailgate so I can make sure I'm there?
Man,
I think I'm getting to the tailgate. The game's 2:30 kick. 2:30 kick. I'm going to probably get there about 11.
Well,
1, 2, because they start packing up about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
I'm going to tell you right now, Rudy, I plan on getting there at like 8, 9 in the morning.
What?
I've told you this. My pussy is going to be disgusting by the time you get there. I hope I'm just polluted.
You don't even, first of all, it's only going to take you 3 drinks. You don't drink.
Yep. Yeah. I'm a cheap date.
Who's tailgate you going to bum rush?
I have my friends from UTSA, the Bad Birds. Shout out to them. I also know some other guys.
Are they lot B or lot C? The Bad Birds. I can't remember.
Fuck, I don't remember. I haven't been to the. I think lot C, I believe here. I think lot B is for the uppity, more put together. Rudy, your type of tailgate, not the grungy. We're just.
I don't look. I
shots.
do the tailgate. So my thing is, I do the tailgate of my people that are of my age. Like I don't do the college ones because I don't want to be the creepy old man. Like I see the college ones and the music's loud and they're pumped up and it looks like a blast. But I'm just not gonna bump. I'm just not going in there as almost a 50-year-old man. Like, hey, college kids, let me in. Like it's just
well,
not.
I might be that. That might be me this week.
Well, first of all, you're 27. It's cool. You're okay.
I mean, is it though? Is it though now? I don't know, Rudy. This is gonna be cool. Like a good test.
You're cool. I promise you, you're good. What year you graduate?
2019.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're still good, dude. You're in your 20s. You can party with 20-something-year-olds. At almost 50, and there's a couple of those little sections where I'm like, damn, it's lit. I wouldn't mind going over there, but I can't as an old man. So I got a couple of homies that do their thing. So y'all let me know where y'all letting the old men come hang out at.
Yeah,
Us old men like to drink too.
Any in the buildingers, Thunderdomers as they used to be called, I guess.
Yeah.
Any of you guys in the chat that are going to the game and are going to tailgating, let us know. We'll swing by, obviously. And you guys can see me at my peak form. You know what the bad part about this, Rudy, is?
What?
Is that I have to go to a baseball game after the fucking
why?
Whatever.
What baseball game?
Helga's dad, his birthday is the 5th. So for his birthday, he's going to like a missions game and they got a suite and all that. And I'm gonna roll up.
Jose,
fucking just
you're gonna hold on, Jose. Let's talk.
Just destroyed at this game.
First off, can I get you to Uber? That's number one. Number two, can I get you to get some food and some water before you go hang out with Helga's father? This is who he's trusted with his daughter. Can I get you to sober up a bit before you go hang out with Helga's dad, please?
Oh, I don't know, Rudy. I really don't know. It's going to be like I'm going to roll up there. I'll probably have 2 beat boxes in the parking lot just destroyed. Maybe I'll watch a half of football. Who knows? And then, Rudy, you know what the game changer is? The thing that sobers you up is the walk from Southtown to the Alamo Dome and back. Both of those walks, that walk has saved my life.
You know what? Now that I think about it, when we did Final Four, I parked at Southtown. I might do that. It's not that bad of a walk. And you're right. No. It sobers you up a bit. Especially if it's hot. You start sweating out the liquor.
Yes.
You know what? I think I'm gonna park at Southtown with you.
You should, yes.
But I'm not going at 9 in the morning.
I will be there quite early, yes. It's gonna be great. And I really my main thing key is, like you said, I need to eat. Because when I wake up, I'm excited. I'm not hungry. I want to get there. And then you start drinking, and then you go down the hill quickly.
Yeah. And you know, I've got friends at A&M. I got friends at UT, and these guys have, gone to tailgates at A&M and UT, and then they've gone to UTSA tailgate. And I'm just going by what these guys tell me, that UTSA has one of the best tailgates in the country because it's compacted. Like if you go to a UT tailgate, it's
Yeah, it's everywhere.
One, it's one, Midtown Austin, one over here. UTSA, like I can literally be at your tailgate with the Bad Birds and then 30, 40 feet away at another one, then 30, 40 feet, another one, and then this food truck, and that food truck. Like it's so compact and intimate, it makes for a great scene. So if you haven't been, you're missing out. And, again, we average about, on a regular year is like 20-something thousand. Should probably be about 30-something, but that's San Antonio for you. So yeah, that's that. So we'll talk more about that game as the week goes on. Let's talk about GC Services Roofing and Construction. My man Russ Fox over there doing the damn thing. Up to 17 roofs. One of them was just a repair. Call them at 210-347-0426. Why do I bring up the one that's a repair? Because they went up on somebody's roof, and unlike 99% of roofing companies, they went up there and said, hey, you know what? You don't need a new roof. You don't need a new roof. All you need is a couple of repairs. Russ took care of them. So integrity is their number one option when you're talking about GC Services Roofing and Construction. Give Russ a call at 210-347-0426, but make sure you let them know you're in the building. You get that. I ain't going to say you get a family deal, but you get that family treatment, and they're not going to poke your eyes out. That's GC Services Roofing and Construction, official roofers of In the Building. Let's get violent. Why not?
Now, it's time for People I Want to Punch on In the Building.
I was muted too when I said that, but let's get fucking violent in here. By the way, shout out to Canoops here, $4.99 donation here. Throw last 8 years game, Rudy. That was Southwest Texas' Super Bowl. That right there is a dirty shot, calling them at Southwest Texas.
Yeah, that's
new year, new team on both sides.
I'm fine with that, Aaron. I hope you're right. Again, my oldest daughter is a Bobcat. She just graduated from there in December. My wife is a runner. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like before, I was just always down with the runners. I was just down with my wife. Like, yo, baby, you went here. I'm proud of you. First person in your family to ever graduate college. And nobody has since, but we got a couple on the way. So I was a proud runner. But a little bit, my daughter is very independent. But so a little bit of my money went to Texas State, a little bit. So I don't know who I'm going to show up rooting for, Aaron. So we'll see. But let's get violent. I want to punch somebody named Leon Gonzalo Jr. from Houston, Texas.
Okay, wow.
And I have not cursed, I don't think, the whole show, but I'm about to curse. It's almost 11. Fuck Leon Gonzalo Jr. This piece of shit shot and killed an 11-year-old for playing ding dong ditch on his door.
Yeah.
Kid is 11 years old playing ding dong ditch. I know it's annoying. Rowdy Road Grillers tailgate lot C5 pull up. Matt, I'm coming to see you. I always come
Matt,
to see you.
Say less, dog.
Yeah. Leon Gonzalo Jr. Kids playing ding dong ditch. I know it's annoying. I get it. I did it as a kid too, but we called it something else that I won't repeat. But 11-year-old kid knocks on Leon's door, takes off running. And what does Leon do? He goes and gets his gun and shoots the kid in the back while he's running away. The kid dies on the way to the hospital. He has been booked and charged for murder. There's been a couple other cases. I think there was a case in Virginia where a man was charged with second-degree murder for killing a kid playing ding dong ditch. And there was another one, I think, in Cali, where he rammed his car into 3 people and got convicted of 3 counts of murder. So hopefully Leon Gonzalo gets life for murder. Again, I get it. It's annoying. Kids are freaking assholes. I get it. I have 3 of them. I know. But let's say someone knocks on your door. For whatever reason, you decide to go get your gun. But then let's say you come outside with your gun in hand and you see a child running away, laughing probably. You still pull the trigger after you see the child. Not somebody stealing a package off your doorstep, not somebody breaking into your car, not somebody trying to climb through a window. A kid knocked on your door, takes off running. You come out with the gun and still say, damn, that's a kid. F it, I'm still going to shoot. And you kill an 11-year-old. You, sir, deserve to die in prison. I get it. It's annoying. It is not worth an 11-year-old's life. Yes, he's probably, I get it. But at the same time, you don't get to shoot people. Like, yeah, Texas, and this is the problem with states like Texas and Florida and the stand your ground states. Some of these gun nuts can't wait to use their gun. Like, they're just looking for an opportunity because they feel like, oh, I'm in Texas, I'm gonna get away with this. He knocked on my door and ran away. I felt, and the witness is already saying this isn't a self-defense thing because he was too far away from the home. Like, this goes down on your porch, you may have a case, but Leon Gonzalo probably and should get life forever. Like, you came outside, saw a child running away, and you still shot the kid in the back. You, sir, are a piece of shit, and I hope you get butt raped repeatedly while in prison. You fucking asshole. Punch Leon Gonzalo. No, shoot Leon Gonzalo Jr. right in his fucking balls. What an asshole. Who are you punching?
I've got 2 punches here, Rudy. First, I have to have a video element of one of mine, Rudy. I'm going to show you a video.
Okay.
You tell me what the first thing you notice is.
Okay.
Guys. What happened? Guys.
Red shades.
Guess what? School.
Well, first of all, they're driving and the kid's not in the seatbelt.
What the fuck is this?
Minnesota.
You're driving and your kid's just like up and just up and about. What is going on here? This is
right
Adam Thielen's wife.
Are you serious?
There's 2 kids just running around in the back seat. She's driving, recording this whole thing too. What the fuck?
And the dog's
Adam
in the
Thielen.
front. Wow, yeah. Punch her.
This is Adam Thielen's wife. What the fuck?
And she's on the phone.
Look at this.
So not only are the kids just roaming the back seat, she's on the phone. There's so much going on. The red shades, the kids aren't in car seats, the dog's in the front seat. She's on the phone. Yeah, I'm okay with this punch. I really don't like to punch women, but I'm okay with this punch. Again, I know kids hate to be in seatbelts. I know you don't know, you don't got kids. They hate it, but it's just one of those things you got to do. Like, that is so bad. Again,
and then you record it and you post it for everyone to see.
While moving. It wasn't like she pulled over.
Yeah. If she pulled over, records the kid's reaction, they're running. Who cares? You're fucking driving, lady.
Who's your second punch? I know we got a hard out at 11. Who's your second punch?
Fucking relax, Adam Thielen's wife. My second punch, another video.
Oh, shit. Who we got?
Is she really on the field?
Is that her?
Is she really on the field and the game is like going right now? Are we for real? Also, the caption is hilarious.
What does the caption say?
The caption says, "Can I have $20 for the concession stand?" Which is hilarious.
Bro, why is she there?
What the fuck is going on, Bill? You guys get shit pumped by fucking 40 points and that woman is on the field still? The fuck? I didn't even watch the game, Rudy. I watched like the second half of the game when they started getting destroyed. But when I turned it on, I didn't realize that they went down the first drive and scored 7-0, and they were showing Lawrence Taylor's there, MJ's there, Roy Williams, and she's up there with them. And then they proceed to get shit pumped by 40. What the fuck?
Hey, those are 2 great punches, man. Mike would be proud of this punch. We got to bring that, keep that video handy. I want to show Mike that video when he gets back just to trigger him.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Hey, Mike will be back tomorrow, y'all. Sorry about the inconvenience of us being at home and Mike not being here. I know most of y'all are here for Mike, but he did have a personal issue. He did have a personal issue, and he'll explain tomorrow if he so chooses. Jose Bouquet, thank you. Have a good time hosting with Jimmy. Do kill it.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all tomorrow. It's in the building, live from the Texas Cheer Liquor Studios. Peace out.